Just need, take my hand. Why are we strangers when our love is strong? Why carry on without me? Every time I try to fly, I fall without my wings. I feel so small because I need you, baby. And every time I see you in my dreams, I see your face, it's haunting me because I need you, baby. It's the only way I see clear. What have I done? Seem to move on easy. And every time to fly, I want my wings. I feel so small. Yes, I need you, baby. And every time you're in my dreams, I see your face. You're haunting me. I guess I need you, baby. Please forgive me. My weakness caused you pain. The sun's my soul. Soon your face will fade away. And every time I try to fly, I want my wings. I feel so small. Guess I need you, baby. And every time I see you in my dreams, I see your face. You're haunting me. Yes, I need you, baby.
Dominica, good afternoon to you and welcome. Welcome to the Talk on the Block. If it's on the block, we will talk about it. We're going to take a break and we'll come back.
Now available at Eaststar Trading Limited showroom departments, a wide range of household items and accessories. Plates in porcelain, ceramic, clear and corale. Bowls in glassware, plastic and porcelain. Pot sets and frying pan sets. Glasses for all occasions. Knife sets and cutlery. Water jugs and storage containers. Wooden spoon sets. Dish drainers. Chopping boards. Bath towels, shower curtains, bed sheet sets, curtain rods, living room sets, recliners, and dining room sets, mats and rugs, and so much more. All at unbeatable prices. Visit us today. We are located at the corner of Kennedy Avenue and Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard, Roseau. Eastside Trading Limited, making a difference for you.
ISA Trading Limited is celebrating mothers in grand style with a super grand Mother's Day raffle. Yes, do not miss our Mother's Day promotion at ISA Trading Limited. Spend $50 or more and write your mother's name, address, and their telephone number on the back of your receipt and place it in the box provided to take part in our grand Mother's Day raffle. Help your mom win one of these fabulous prizes. First prize, a 90 kg washing machine. Second prize, a 4-burner gas stove. Third prize, an industrial blender. And fourth prize, a 4.5-liter electric air fryer. Promotion runs from today, 17th April to May 11th, 2025. ESA Trading Limited. We're making a difference for you.
Dominicans, Dominicans, enjoy your property, protect your property. You homeowner and businessman, protect your property, enjoy your property. Can't wait for the hurricane, can't wait till your flood again, can't wait till your roof fly out and all your business coming out. Remember, no insurance company will insure your property when a storm is approaching. Get ahead of the hurricane season. Insure with a company who gives you the assurance of payment for your valid claim. Come speak with us today at the New India Assurance Company Limited, upstairs AC Shillingford and Company Limited, 24 King George Street, Roseau. Bring along an up-to-date valuation from a qualified engineer and get insured today.
Our first stop this afternoon is with our friend there from the DFC, no stranger. Of course, jazz and Creole is coming up. We're going to learn something about what's happening here. Of course, we're following the story there in Guyana, trying to get a reporter to cover this. That's breaking that residents in that one area in Georgetown seem very upset as the body of a missing 11-year-old was found in a pool, the same pool and was searched in hours after she disappeared. And the body of the young girl, missing girl, was found dead a few hours later. The president of Guyana, Mr. Ali, today ordered a probe of the death of the 11-year-old girl whose body was found in the pool. We'll try to get more details and we'll bring that to you as soon as it becomes available. But it will stop this time. We're going to take a big break and we'll come back.
ESA Trading Limited is celebrating mothers in grand style with a super grand Mother's Day raffle. Yes, do not miss our Mother's Day promotion at ESA Trading Limited. Spend $50 or more and write your mother's name, address, and their telephone number on the back of your receipt and place it in the box provided to take part in our grand Mother's Day raffle. Help your mom win one of these fabulous prizes. First prize, a 90 kg washing machine. Second prize, a 4-burner gas stove. Third prize, an industrial blender. And fourth prize, a 4.5-liter electric air fryer. Promotion runs from today, 17th April to May 11th, 2025. ESA Trading Limited. We're making a difference for you.
All right, Dominique, as I said, good afternoon to you if you're listening. Let me, by way of introduction, say hi to the PRO of the DDA this afternoon. Monel Alexis. I love your hair. You're sporting a nice hairstyle this afternoon. Thank you. Thank you. So something is going up, of course, happening very, very soon around the corner. And Monel is here to talk to us about it. So let's say good afternoon to the vibrant Monel Alexis from the DDA. Dominica's Jazz and Creole coming up. Let's say good afternoon again. How are you?
Good afternoon to you, Matt, and good afternoon to all the listeners of Q95. It's a great day to be alive, a great day to be in Dominica. Again, one of the safest places in the region. And this afternoon, I'm here to talk about Jazz and Creole, our event, our national event, which is taking place on May 4th. And Matt, I hope you've gotten your ticket already, because you can get a ticket for only $160 EC right now and save yourself $40. Because at the gates, the tickets are $200 EC. How are you doing, Matt?
I'm doing fine. You seem like bubbling with energy this afternoon, because I suspect something big is gonna happen there.
That's correct.
Uh-huh.
And whenever we have events, national events, they're always great events. But before I start, I want to say thank you to all the persons who have been supporting Dominica's Jazz and Creole event. This is edition number 13. So over the past 1-3. Over the past 13 years, it has maintained its reputation as being a very family-friendly, a very safe, a very affordable event. And we're hoping that persons who would have attended last year, they continue the trend and attend this year. And for those of you who have not yet attended a Jazz and Creole experience in Dominica at the Fort Shirley Cabrit National Park, I'm hoping that this year is the year that you can attend the festival.
So tell me what's in that festival. What do we expect?
Expectations. 1, the main stage. We have a great lineup of artists for the Jazz and Creole experience this year. On the main stage, we have artists such as Abia Israel, Swinging Stars, Signal Band, Colton T, Mary Pascal, Shalina, Colin XP, all these artists out of Dominica. From Jamaica, Itana, out of Trinidad and Tobago.
You said Itana?
Yes. Itana is coming through from JA to Dominica for Jazz and Creole. And also we have one of our Dominican artists who currently resides in New York. Her name, Marie Claire Giraud. She will be in Dominica for the Jazz and Creole experience, performing on the main stage. And in addition to all these acts, you can or you will witness lots more artists, local artists performing on Jazz and Creole stage. So think saxophonist, think cultural presentation, think wah, think excitement, all these things you will see on the main stage for Jazz and Creole this year. But we're talking jazz, the experience is not just about the main stage, because lots of people attend the festival and they never see the stage. They hear something coming out from the main stage, but they're somewhere on the grounds of the Fort Shirley enjoying the experience. Why? Some of them are Boutique Dominique. This is where you can get all your local products. In fact, I encourage you to leave your accessories at home and get accessorized at Boutique Dominique. There's lots of vendors who have a lot of accessories, be it the neck pieces, the hand pieces, the bags. If you have a visitor, if you want a local product, something made from Dominica, you can get that at Boutique Dominique as well. So this is one such experience that have people captivated throughout the entire Jazz Day. By the way, I will tell you the event starts from 2 p.m. in the afternoon on May 4th. Another experience is the Kids Zone. So Kids Zone, so a lot of adults. Now, it's not a great idea to abandon your child for the entire afternoon into evening. It's a great idea to keep monitoring your children. I'll always advocate for that. However, you can leave your children for a while at the Kids Zone. Mm-hmm. There's police presence. There's some volunteers there to ensure very safe zone. The snacks are very affordable. There's bouncing castle. There's face painting and all these other excitement to keep the children busy while you, the adult, is having your fun somewhere else in the Fort Shirley at the park. Something else happening, of course, the different vendors for food, Shelley would have said it, penned it so well, this Jazz and Creole is an event for the senses. So everything becomes activated. The things you see will excite you, what you smell, what you taste, what you feel. Everything about Jazz and Creole is an excitement. So let's talk what you taste. We have multiple vendors, over 10 food vendors at the Jazz and Creole experience. Almost everything that you would want, things, local products, easy bites, you can get it there. And of course, the bars are always well stocked. You can have your cocktails, you can have your local rums and all these different exciting drinks. You can get it at Jazz and Creole Experience. And I will confess, our vendors, they are up to date with their food handlers permit. That is something that is critical for vendors vending at our events. And in fact, we have personnel from the Ministry of Health walking the route to ensure that these vendors follow the different protocols to guarantee that you and I remain safe throughout this experience. And based on past history of the festival, we have not had incidents of person falling ill because of the food that they consumed at the venue. So that's great. So we're looking forward to carrying on that great trajectory in ensuring that all of us are safe for the Jazz and Creole experience. Also, something else exciting happening on the day is the Miss Dominica booth. I know a lot of persons are interested in signing up for the Miss Dominica pageant. We have extended the deadline for the Miss Dominica pageant. So, individuals, if you are interested, then come to the Jazz and Creole Experience, find the booth, and sign up. The Miss Dominica winner will be there, in addition to other members from the production committee of Jazz of the Carnival Production Committee, the Queen Show Production Committee, will be there to answer your questions and to assist you in signing up for the Miss Dominica pageant.
And like a bunny full of energy this afternoon. They're just flowing. It's flowing, huh?
Well, I love the job.
You love the job. We into the 13th year, as you, of course, spoke about earlier. What is particularly different, you think, about this year's Jazz and Creole Festival?
What is different about this year's Jazz and Creole experience? I would say, for one, we have never had a booth where we've had a person signing up for the Miss Dominica pageant. So this is something that is different that we're adding to the festival. And the conversation is different this year as well. I mean, before, a lot of persons would feel that this is a jazz festival. We shouldn't have bouillon music in the festival. So something that is different, or we have started last year, probably for the past 2 years, will continue until God knows when. This is not a jazz festival. It's a jazz in Creole festival. So you will see, you will hear, you will witness, yes, there's this jazz component, but of course there will be some components of Dominica's Creole. What is Creole to us? Creole is the music, it's the food, it's the art. Bouillon forms part of the Creole. There's different Creole cultures from the entire world. The conversions of all the different artists and their culture will be on our main stage. That's why you will see the likes of Itana and the others pouring down to Jazz and Creole event for that experience. And different to the theme. The theme is always different every year. So this year's theme is called Sunset Creole Chic. So you're encouraged to dress. Now, I will plug in, Jazz and Creole Festival is one of the most fashionable events on our calendar.
How do you defend the critics who say this is a fashion show?
It's not a fashion show.
Meaning people have to be well dressed up so you don't feel relaxed going to that show.
I would say two things. One, regardless of what people say, your comfort is the most important thing. So when you're dressing to go out, you have to feel comfortable.
Okay.
So yes, there is a theme. Yes, I'm encouraging people to attend and to dress in the theme. But if you don't feel comfortable dressing in the theme, dress how you want. At the end of the day, you have to be happy. It's about you. It's about you and your experience.
So you don't have to be a particular style.
No, you don't have to be. So yes, there's a theme. We are advocating for people to dress within the theme, and it's Sunset Creole Chic. So think, yes, colors of the sunset. So now there's a wide variety of options for you. The yellows, the orange, the florals, something fun and flowing. Yes, that's an option for you, guaranteed.
It's not compulsory.
It's not compulsory. We want you to come to Dominica's, to our Jazz and Creole experience. And we want you to bring your friends. And we want you to tell the stories of how amazing of a time that you had at our event. So for you to attend our event, you need to be comfortable too.
Okay.
So yes, people love to dress up for the event. Me, I'm a little extra, so I go a little extra for jazz, but that is me, my personality, my person. But if you want to dress down, be comfortable in whatever it is that you want, then come, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
All right.
So it's a fashion showcase for those who want it to be fashionable.
That's a little Itana. We'll come back.
Yes.
I will love you without condition. I will love you without a million. Even when your friends are gone and left you one. I will love you when the pot is empty. will love you when you're not so strong. I will love you even if you can't see right from wrong. Even though you broke my heart, and I lay here in the dark, tears rolling down my face, flowing from my heart. I will never leave your side, right or die, right here till the end, my lover, my friend. I'll be there when you're at your lowest, share your bright days in the dark. I'll be there when it's the coldest to keep you warm. I will love you even when you can't. Love me the way I love you. Even when you think it's over, I'll be right there next to you. Even though you broke my heart, and I lay here in the tears rolling down my face, flowing from my heart. I will never leave your side, right or die, here till the end, my lover, my friend.
And let's go back to Mona Alexis to wrap it up here for us. Very exciting afternoon. The big one is coming up, Jazz in Creole.
And that is correct. Big one, May 4th. Again, we start at 2 p.m. The location, Fort Shirley Cabrits National Park. I'm encouraging you to book a stay in the north of the island. So anywhere in the north, it's a great space to be for the jazz weekend. There's multiple fringe events taking place on the calendar. I don't have much time, so I cannot go in detail with the fringe activity happening throughout the experience. Please visit our website, www.dominicafestivals.com. The information is also on our Facebook and Instagram pages. That is Dominica Festivals. Find us on Facebook and Instagram. You will see the list of fringe events in the north happening for the jazz weekend while you're going to be in Portsmouth. So it's a great idea to book a stay there. And while you're in Portsmouth, please enjoy the environment. There are lots of great things happening in Portsmouth. You know, there's the Indian River, there's Syndicate, the Bell Hall Beach, the Tukari Beach, Coconut Beach. You have lots of restaurants, great vendors, great activities happening in Portsmouth for the jazz weekend. If you want to see a barber, a hairdresser, you want a massage, anything you want to do over that weekend, you can't get that done in Portsmouth. So strongly consider staying in the north for the Jazz and Creole event, for the Jazz and Creole weekend experience. And talking you attending Jazz and Creole, you need to get your tickets. We got you. Currently, tickets are being sold for 160 EC dollars. So you can purchase your tickets. They are at Bullseye Pharmacy in Goodwill and also in Picard, Portsmouth, Water's Edge in Portsmouth, and also at Deepex Scholar Lab in Roseau. Tickets also available on our website, www.dominicafestivals.com. If you have friends overseas, invite them to Dominica because Dominica is one of the best places to be in the world. So invite them to come across for the Jazz and Creole season. Let me assist you with the airlines. Think if they're in America, American Airlines from Miami, United Airlines from Newark, New Jersey. If you're in the region, there's Win Air, Intercaribbean, there's Sunrise, there's LEAC 2020, there's Caribbean Airlines. If you want to opt for a boat ride, there is the RFS Express de Zilk. I can take you to Dominica from Guadeloupe, from St. Lucia, or from Martinique. So getting to Dominica is easy. But I forgot to give you some more details about the price. So tickets in advance, $160. At the gate, $200 EC dollars. Tickets for children aged, or rather teenagers aged 13 to 17, $75. And for children 12 and under, they will enter the event for free. But please ensure that you have your an ID for your children aged 13 to 17. That is critical. And remember, there are shuttle services that will take you to the fort for May 4th for our Jazz and Creole experience. So pocket at least $5 for your trip, because there are different points that will take you from Portsmouth and environs to the Moroccan Hotel, and then from Moroccan Hotel to the diaspora event. So there's $3 for the first leg, $2 for the second leg, total $5, and free shuttle up the fort to the Cabrit's National Park. So dress up, have fun, dress down, be you, and come and experience our festival, Dominica's Jazz and Creole Festival. And while you're there, please take photos. We have multiple photo areas. So take your photos, have fun, meet new people, and tell other people how great it is to be in Dominica. Because despite the challenges that we face, there's always something positive that we can focus on and talk about. And being in one of the most scenic locations, Cabrit's National Park, with the backdrop of the Caribbean Sea, is a great space to be, and great stories can be told about our experiences there. So I look forward to seeing you at Jazz and Creole, and that's my time. Matt is watching me, so I gotta go. So I'll come back another time, but please remember all the information that you want. Our Facebook page, Dominica Festivals, our website, www.dominicafestivals.com, or reach out to any one of us. I'm always happy, or we are always happy to assist you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bubbling bunny here this afternoon. Definitely not afraid for sure.
Not afraid, no. If them a come, let them come, cause I'm protected by the most I want. They don't mind when you fall behind and can't pay your bills on time. Prostituting and standing in a them government line. No, and they don't mind when you waste your time coming up with some stupid lines, influencing the youth, and it's not a line, I take a life. And they don't mind when you're locked up in jail, can't get no bail, sentence for life. I can't see your youth and strive. No, they don't mind.
Tana.
No.
She'll be here, the Jazz and Creole.
Not afraid. No, if them a come, let them come, cause I'm protected by the most I want.
Now available at ESA Trading Limited Showroom Departments, a wide range of household items and accessories. Plates in porcelain, ceramic, clear, and cordial. Bowls in glassware, plastic, and porcelain. Pot sets and frying pan sets. Glasses for all occasions. Knife sets and cutlery. Water jugs and storage containers. Wooden spoon sets. Dish strainers. Chopping boards. Bath towels, shower curtains, bed sheet sets, curtain rods, living room sets, recliners, and dining room sets, mats and rugs, and so much more. All at unbeatable prices. Visit us today. We are located at the corner of Kennedy Avenue and Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard, Roseau. ESA Trading Limited, making a difference for you.
Hey, anybody know the area code for Guyana? The area code for Guyana. For Guyana.
ESA Trading Limited is celebrating Mother's Day
011
style with a super grand Mother's Day raffle. Yes, do not miss our Mother's Day promotion at ESA Trading Limited. Spend $50 or more and write your mother's name, address, and their telephone number on the back of your receipt and place it in the box provided to take part in our grand Mother's Day raffle. Help your mom win one of these fabulous prizes. First prize, a 90 kg washing machine. Second prize, a 4-burner gas stove. Third prize, an industrial blender. And fourth prize, a 4.5-liter electric air fryer. Promotion runs from today, 17th April to May 11th, 2025. ESA Trading Limited. We're making a difference for you.
AutoTrade is introducing our very own mobile app. Yes, the AutoTrade app is here. From scheduling your service appointments, request financing, checking our vehicle and parts inventory, to receiving personalized coupons and sales specials. Life is so much easier with the new AutoTrade app. Download the AutoTrade app from the Play Store or App Store today. Call us at 255-6800. AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship.
Bryce and Company Limited. We manufacture high-quality roofing sheets, 24 gauge in different colors, also to customer specifications. That's right, whatever length you want. Aluminum seamless guttering. We also sell BRC mesh, steel rods in all sizes, breach caps, fencing wire, and fencing pole. Free estimates for guttering, galvanized sheets, and fencing wire. 14 products at the lowest prices island-wide. Bryce and Company Limited, located at Cape Industrial Site. Just Center, Cox today, 617-2468 or 615-0178. Bryce and Company Limited, built for living, built for life.
Have you ever looked at that number on
I think it's 011.
What is that? Today we're going to be talking all about zip codes, how they work, how they can be. So guys, today we're talking all about zip codes. And zip codes are really important because they really revolutionize the way, packages and letters are handled in American logistics. And this mostly came about in 1960.
Something going on there, not happy. All right, let's go now. All right, get to it.
011.
Okay. 3, 4, 2, 6. I know. Get to it. I do apologize for the technicalities here. But we are following the story there in Guyana. That seemed to be making the rounds after a hotel there, Toschen Hotel, seemed to be to have been set on fire after the body of a missing girl was found in a pool. actually trying to get my friend and reporter journalist Dennis Chabrol so please just give me a few minutes. The telephone line seems to be ringing busy here, so we'll keep trying, but do apologize. At the house of the owners of the Doubleday Hotel, where the body of the missing girl was found, in a swimming pool was set on fire today. By angry protesters. President Afan Ali today ordered a probe of the death of the 11-year-old girl who was found in a pool in that hotel. The statement read, I have asked the Commissioner of Police to assemble a special team to lead the investigation into all the circumstances surrounding the 11-year-old Adrina Young. Adriana Young. We must uncover the full truth of everything that transpired. No resource or effort will be spared in doing so. Whatever special resources are required to determine every aspect of the events and circumstances will be provided. Additionally, I have asked the police to explain in detail every action taken since the matter was reported. Like the rest of the country, I stand with this family at this time of extreme grief. So that's the big story circulating there in Guyana that we're trying to get some reports on. An 11-year-old found in a pool. Well, let's come back to Dominica. Because it appears that all the issues we've been having with public waste or solid waste, there seems to be a glimpse of hope. Ms. Rhoda St. John reported that this morning. Let's find out.
Challenges with trucks, but we've gotten external assistance. We have the assistance from the government entities, and now we are doing a better pickup collection in terms of the community seeing their garbage is being picked up. And we're almost back to regular scheduling where the truck will go back to the schedule to pick up garbage in the various communities as we've said before, and as we have the schedule put together, they will go back to proper scheduling. We're getting support from the government entities such as local government, public works, ODM, and we're also getting private haulers who are assisting us in collecting up the garbage, especially in the Portsmouth area. It will be regularized and you'll see a better form of garbage collection and pickup.
All right, it will be regularized according to Rhoda St. John. Let's listen again one more time.
We've had challenges with trucks, but we've gotten external assistance. We have the assistance from the government entities, and now we are doing a better pickup collection in terms of the community seeing their garbage is being picked up. And we're almost back to regular scheduling where the truck will go back to the schedule to pick up garbage in the various communities as we've said before, and as we have the schedule put together, they will go back to proper scheduling. We're getting support from the government entities such as local government, public works, ODM, and we're also getting private haulers who are assisting us in collecting up the garbage, especially in the Portsmouth area. It will be regularized and you'll see a better form of garbage collection and pickup.
Have you noticed a better form of pickup in recent times? Read the garbage collection. This is why Rhoda St. John, the PRO, is reporting at this time. On the telephone, good afternoon to you, yes?
I haven't seen it yet. I don't know when it will start in my area, but I haven't seen it yet.
So you've seen no changes, Blue Blue?
Not yet, but my garbage in my yard in proper garbage container. Not.
Okay.
I haven't seen that yet. But on another note, you see, I don't know if you observe something that's floating around. It said come from the government, and they'll be giving the youth of Dominica $25,000.
You can dismiss that, Blue Blue. Actually, I heard that. I got that last night, and I got another statement from the government saying that has to be dismissed. It's fake news. Fake news.
Oh, let's hope so, because that reminds me of when the PAL rep for the Roseau South, you can remember her offer
Yes.
to the youth of Dominica.
After 21 years, yes. Right.
21 years.
Mm-hmm.
After 2022 or 2019, they'll be getting $20,000 last year. Shit!
Mm-hmm.
I could choke on that. And up to now, they cannot get that. So I said, that's what came to my mind. So I say, I hope that is not one of their fake propaganda. What has gone on in Guyana, Gemma, is very sad.
Very sad.
I understood they look for the child in that same area.
The same pool.
They didn't see the child.
No.
And all of a sudden, bam!
They try to reappear.
Turn up in the pool dead. But them people not Dominicans, you know. Dominicans will just talk and cry. Somebody has to pay for that. You see, Elon Musk put his mouth in what that doesn't concern him. You see how Elon Musk paying right now. Now we want to back out from Trump because 71% of his business he's just going down, Matt. So, but Dominican, we taking too many things here for granted, and we just have people fooling us. While they're fooling us, they're fooling their pocket according to thing, and our pocket and our mouth empty. We're just waiting for the crumbs from the table. Some of us, once we can get something for me, myself, and I, to hell with the rest, to hell with the country, because I'm surviving. That is our principle and our policy in Dominica. Dominicans, get up. Time to wake up and smell the coffee. The coffee burning, it's brewing, it's overboiling. Let's do something to save my Dominic from them bunch of you know what. Bye-bye.
All right. So the report that Blue Blues pointed to started circulating last evening. It read Dominica Government Relief Fund. The government of Dominica has approved the Youth Empowerment Grant Fund of 25,000 to be paid to the youth in Dominica and to compensate households. The payments, the report indicating, have already started. Interested youth and households should submit their application online now before the application portal closes. And some website was sent. So I jumped on the story and I reached out to the press secretary, who did tell me immediately that this piece of information was fake. And another communique was sent off. It said, please be advised that this web page is fake and does not originate from the government of Dominica. Please disregard its content. So that was sent out last evening. Okay, so please, those of you who received, a lot of people called me last evening, that hence my reason that I tried to investigate and find out just what is going on. So this is fake news, okay? That did not originate from the government of Dominica. Please disregard. This is fake news. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes? How you doing? How you doing?
You're talking rubbish. Well, I tell you, Baffa State have so much rubbish. You know what they do? They send a dumper to take out the rubbish by, they have their thing, bring their news, the government.
The GIS.
By GIS.
Yes.
Above and below. It was smelling so much, they send a dumper to clear it. But inside Baffa itself, it have almost, even I'm got a weekend something, they don't pick up rubbish. Come and see the setup in inside Baffa State with rubbish.
Well, they said that they're trying their best, to resolve the situation. Hello, talk to me. Trucks were promised there a couple of weeks back. And as I said, maybe we've seen some light in the tunnel. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Just for 1 minute, guy say, oh, you have a new woman, Guyana, you want the area code? Don't let the turn off your mic, eh? All right. Loud me the man shouting in the studio there.
And I forgot to turn on the mic. You're right. I was trying to get the area code. You're right. Technicality. Yeah.
What were you saying, sir?
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me just extend my condolences. The young child, 11-year-old, and died like Guyanese. Whoa, no time, like, how they call it, vigilante justice. Hey. Matt, I like that. Matt, it is so damn sad. Matt, do you hear it have a new type of disease spreading by rats in Dominica?
A new one or the old one? The leptospirosis, what are you talking about?
It have leptospirosis, but that one is leptosclerosis.
I haven't heard that one.
Okay, they say that one more deadly, eh? They say it come out. I don't know where they say it come out, but name is leptosclerosis. But you know partner they call scaro, no? You never know partner they call scaro.
Scaro? No, I don't know that was past now.
Okay. That is the name of the rat disease. A new one. They say it is more deadly. leptospirosis, Matt, garbage all over the. Matt, you don't see a partner talking about a submarine garbage truck. Did you see the little video though?
No, I haven't seen that one.
I sent it to you. You see when the garbage truck go down by the shipwreck, them Matt, where the shipwreck under by Mount Daniel. Yeah, the partner was saying about anyway, that's another story. Matt, it is so damn sad, eh? It is sad, sad, sad. Matt, when I'm hearing about Gaston Brown and Andrew Holness and Scary, the St. Lucia Prime Minister, the government, all of them, Matt, in the way them man have wasted still state resources in the millions and billions, Matt. And Matt, a lot of young men, and I said it this morning, their lives could have been saved. But the hopelessness, Matt, the unemployment, the frustration, the empty promises by politicians. That's why you see me, Matt, a politician is only my social friend, if they want to be my friend. Socially, politically, we are not friends, my brother. When you cross the line, no matter how much we are close social friends, that cannot be applicable to our political relationship. And I will say what I have to say. Also, I talk about Paris. I see some fellas at the mountain elephant trunk when they see me. Matt, you there with me now?
I'm right here.
Yeah, all of a sudden I talk about Delbert Paris. Some man they mouth boo when they see me. Oh, do you like to make politicians all your God? Huh? Well, yeah, they can be God, you know, but it's not my God. I have other gods to worship, not politicians. Matt, you mean to tell me, Matt, what? Matt, you hear about 10 garbage trucks coming with? Now you know they're talking about what? Them liquor dumpers will help them, and that one will help them, and this one will help them and help them. Huh? You don't see the level of abuse, Matt. And I'm saying, Matt, I understand some people predicament. Matt, 5 of us can be standing and I tell you, well, look at that over there. Matt, 3 of us can clearly see what the person saying. Look, you know, that's 2, they're bending left, they're bending right, they're going upside down, they're looking for binoculars, they tell me put my glasses, and they still cannot see what you're seeing, Matt. So we cannot go and fault people because sometimes the food's salty for you, for another person that is missing salt. So I understand that, and I'm not trying to cry down my people too much, Matt. But Matt, a lot of us, but they Matt our head had we. Tet no wed, tet no di, no need tet fair. Come on, we need to wake up and see Scary them for who they are. A cluster of criminals and thieves who have robbed the country blind, Matt. And we sell over 50,000 something passports. Educated people adding it up, talking about $8 billion. And man come in and talk about AI generated. That's why when I see the thing that I heard about the news, I said maybe it's AI generated. The thing about the good reading they give into Dominica and its passport, CBI passport, no man. So I said, what, maybe AI generated? Everything is AI generated. So maybe it's an AI generated to try to boost up the confidence of the people who are holding on to empty promises or do not believe them. You know, you hear them on Q talking about things. The response to the report from the OAS and the other organization attached to them, Matt, is that AI generated? The response from government, is it AI generated, Matt?
I don't think so.
So the report itself that was sent to government, maybe it was AI generated because all of a sudden we taking ridiculousness to the next level. So maybe even Blackmon Austria think there was AI generated, as they say. So Matt, Dominicans have to learn to stand up. Let me give thanks to the Guyanese who said, we don't go waiting for court. We're taking matters in our own hands. And this morning you say about merciless, Matt, if you see all them Caribbean leaders are found guilty and they're looking for volunteer to hang them, Matt, or put them on the firing squad. Get me. I don't know noose over I don't know sack over my head. I face broad, put the noose, tie their hands, and hang them one after the other, Matt. Or firing squad, give me the gun. Once I was a marksman when I used to use gun. and I'll shoot them fellas, Matt, to death. Let them be shot to death. But you cannot do that with the country resources and cause a lot of young men to die, young women to die, to prostitute, drug trafficking, human trafficking, stealing, Matt. And you telling me you're honorable? Yeah, you're honorable criminal. And Matt, did you hear anything in closing? Right there, closing. The young woman that left the hospital with a newborn baby, Matt. Matt, we don't hear nothing about that again, no, Matt. You remember a couple sometimes last year, Matt? You remember?
I'm trying to remember now.
Yeah, man, I brought it up several times. A young woman who disappeared after she was discharged from the hospital with a newborn baby.
I don't know if it was last year though. I can't remember. I know there are two babies who two reports from last year. One from the vacancy area, but I can't remember the other one.
Yeah, we met one. The one was met in an advanced decomposing state, a woman. But the one with the baby, we don't know if they eat the baby, and the one that was decomposing was the baby. And let me shout out, Airborne Ranger, Matt, where you working by Issa?
Yes.
Yeah. Airborne Jammers Rangers. Take care, my partner. Blessing. Take care, Matt.
All right, thank you very much. 449-3095-9697. Yes, we are trying to follow this big story out of Guyana. Still trying to get in touch with a correspondent there. We're having a little difficulty. But it was reported earlier. Reports coming out of Guyana indicate that scores of angry protesters, which included the relatives of the 11-year-old and residents of several West Coast Demerara communities, alleged to set fire to a building that belongs to the proprietors of the Doubleday Hotel. This morning, around 10 o'clock, the body of an 11-year-old Adriana Young was found floating in the pool of the Doubleday Hotel. This sent relatives and residents of Tushin into a frenzy as they set the hotel on fire, looted stocks and destroyed vehicles. The young lady has been reported missing since Wednesday afternoon after she visited the hotel with her grandmother and other relatives around 1:02 p.m. Relatives and citizens stated that the young's body was not in the pool upon inspection hours before. It is believed that the child was already dead when the body was removed from that pool. The fire service is on the scene battling the blaze. Was on the scene battling the flames, and they were also making efforts to save another home nearby from going up in flames. Huh? So this is the latest report out of Guyana. I read your report earlier that Guyana's president said they will leave no stones unturned to get to the bottom of this report. In other words, the same pool that family searched earlier and they did not discover the body then, hours after, it reappeared in the very same pool. The government has ordered an independent post-mortem examination to be conducted on the body of the 11-year-old. The girl mysteriously found dead in the hotel pool. The order came on Thursday as shockwaves rippled through the nation following the discovery of the child's body in the hotel pool. Earlier, President Dr. Afan Ali asked the Commissioner of Police to assemble a special team to lead the investigation into every circumstance surrounding the death of the young girl. The president vowed that whatever specialized resources are required will be provided and extended the support of the nation to the grieving family. Additionally, courts have asked the police to explain in every detail every action that have been taken in the matter. Let's go back to the telephone, yes, as we continue to, search or try to get a report out of Guyana. Hello, talk to me, yes? 449-3095-9697. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Peace and blessings, Matt. How are you?
Peace and blessings to you, yes.
Matt, I wanted to, the lady, the representative, I suppose, from the, what's it called? Does the garbage.
Rhoda St. John's.
Yes, was on there and was speaking about, garbage collections. There was, as you know, I walk all over Dominica. So behind the new buildings across from grammar school, by the river over there. And as I take my walk there to do my meditation, there is, and I know the guy who is, on there frequently, who has his little house, had a little place built by the river. Now there's a structure he has by the river. And there's so much garbage and feces over there just walking to get into to go by the river. And I'm saying, I posted that, and I'm not affiliated with any government affiliation, parties or whatever. And I posted it, and some people who their parties, the governmental parties or whatever, make comments about it. Why don't I go and help them? Why don't I go and clean it up? No, it is so disgusting. My foot almost got stuck on a wood with a rotten nail, just walking to go into the river to do my meditation. And I'm saying, yes, it's not visual when you're walking across that beautiful building, but you're walking to go to the river and there is garbage, whether it's being poured from the building down to the river or people are using it as their dumping ground, that whoever, public works, that's what it is, whoever's in charge needs to go there and clean up this bloody mess that is back there, because it is disgusting. Somebody could get hurt. Yesterday on Health Guys, Dr. Rick was speaking about, with the rats, the snakes, and all that whole cycle. That garbage is going to bring diseases to the communities, to the same people who are living in that beautiful apartment over there, that they should get on it and clean it up. Because growing up as a little girl, that used to be our stomping ground to go and bathe in the river. And now you look at it, and I guess they're not seeing it from outside. But I wish the powers that be go there, take a look at it. And I posted a video of it. It is disgusting to clean up that mess back there on the riverfront. Because when the river comes down, then all that garbage is going to float down into the sea. And here it goes. From the river to the sea, we eat the fish, and that's how the cycle continues. So I just wanted to point that out, that whoever is in charge, public works or whoever, the people from the building, to clean up their bloody mess. And don't use the riverbanks as your dumping ground. Because some people still enjoy going to take a bath in the river.
All right, thank you for the report. I hope, of course, Solid Waste is listening and may do something or will do something about this. Let's catch a feel of what's going on there in Guyana there from this YouTube report.
Continuing to loot the building. However, that's not the main concern right now. All of what has been said since yesterday, that the young lady was picked up by a car, the car was seen somewhere, and all this stuff, the Guyana police force would need to answer as to where this information come from and why persons were misled like that. This is horrible, horrible. Everybody was surprised when they went in and saw the girl being fished out of the pool. Miss Adriana Young. Sorry.
It's obvious that, this incident is getting a lot of regional attention at this time. Of course, we just learned there that an independent international pathologist is scheduled to arrive in Guyana this afternoon. That's 17:30 hours to conduct a post-mortem examination of the body of the 11-year-old girl. The young girl was tragically found in the pool of the Doubleday Hotel, east bank of Essequibo Hotel, sending shockwaves across the nation. In a statement earlier today, as I said earlier, the Mr. President, Dr. Ifan Ali, reaffirmed his administration's commitment to uncovering the full truth surrounding the circumstances of this young lady's death. No resource will be spared in getting to the facts and the truth, the president said. He also directed the Commissioner of Police to assemble a special investigative team to examine every aspect of the incident. These people are taking this stuff very, very seriously, very, very seriously, as they continue to investigate the death of the young lady found in the pool of that hotel, Doubleday Hotel. See how quick the authorities are responding. It's 2:20. Hello, talk to me, yes?
But when I saw that, that reminded me of Kenisha.
Kenisha from Warner.
Kenisha went missing. Everybody said they're going to search for Kenisha. The main person they said that maybe had Kenisha, they killed the person. Up to now, they can tell you, well, that police, this police, that dog killed Kenisha, killed Kian. Up to now, in another country, they will tell you that, well, Kian was shot by X, Y, and Z. Nobody can tell you anything. Dominica is a kind of country by itself. We almost like certain parts of Haiti. People doing things, the authority committing crimes, and it going unsolved. In what country that happening? Even if you're looking for that the child, you see the individual, you believe that the child. You kill a papa body. Tell us who killed the person so we know the person wasn't an animal. Just like Kenisha wasn't an animal. And we're looking for Kenisha up to Shishodi. Nobody can tell us. Maybe more than 24 hours after when they decide to set things in place to look for Kenisha. You see, Matt, a different people, Matt. Vigilante justice is the best justice. But we're not in that 1969 and 1970 mood. We're in a greedy mood. Bye-bye.
All right. Yes, some sad memories of Kenisha keeps flashing back at this point. Just a report coming in there to indicate that American Airlines had to divert from the Melville Airport for what appears to be inclement weather. Yes, we'll keep on top of that story. I suspect the plane had to be diverted to Martinique on this one. Q95, of course, keeping you abreast of the situation. So that American plane, I think, number flight AA 4304 from Miami to Dominica had to be diverted to Martinique because of the weather. On the telephone, hello, talk to me, yes?
Yeah, Matt, good afternoon to you, Matt.
Good afternoon to
Matt,
you.
I'm there listening, and I'm saying that a real thorough investigation is going to reveal what has happened to that young child, you know.
Of course.
Because if the child was killed and thrown into the pool, they will get to know. And the pathologist carries his investigation, they're going to know. But what I find strange is that why the people have to take the law in their hand and burn the hotel? That to me, it doesn't make much sense. You understand my point?
I get your point, yes.
Yeah, okay.
It might affect investigations as well, but I mean, they, I guess, may be very angry with the authorities. The same hotel that a group of persons looked for that child. The child was not there. The body of the child was not there. And then eventually, hours after, the body was put in the pool, allegedly. And then when the police came back, I suspect the body was found. So there's a misconnection there. Something is not right. Something is not right. I mean, only common sense. Let's see if we can get this voice note.
Hi, Matt. A pleasant good afternoon to you and all Dominicans.
Good afternoon to you.
Matt, it looked like our young girls around the Caribbean have become prey to those criminals who prey on them, Matt. And it is so sad, Matt, what is happening. And it's really, really sad. And this situation takes me back to that young child, this little girl, Kanisha, who went missing in Dominica, Matt. And it looks like it's a cold case because I have not heard the police mention anything about that in any recent press conference they have had. And I have not heard any commitment to the families and Dominica, by extension, that they are going to be committed to get down to the bottom of what have happened, what may have happened to that young child. Matt, the last person who saw that child, Pastor Bruno, he was the last person who saw this child alive. I want to know why. Why isn't he remanded, or why isn't he made to answer more questions? Why isn't he the main focus? Because he was the last person to see the child alive, Matt. Yes, he said it was, Kian, and Kian is dead. But who knows whether that was the story, Matt? So, Matt, we just accepted the man's word that someone took the child. Matt, is that sufficient, Matt? Why haven't we brought in Scotland Yard or the FBI or some persons within a proper investigatory body to investigate that child, to question this man, so that we can get down to the bottom of it, Matt. Yes, we have concerns about what is happening in Guyana, but we have our own situations in Dominica. I'm not saying that we should not be concerned about what is happening elsewhere, because if it happens in Guyana, a young child is dead, found dead, went missing and found dead. Yes, it affects everybody, but I am not hearing anything about Kenisha. So you mean to tell me that some criminals or the criminal may have just gotten away with something like that? The child went missing and she's just totally forgotten. This is upsetting, Matt. It is very, very upsetting. Some time ago, another young lady went missing with her young child, a toddler, and there's nothing. So there are no press conferences from the police and the security minister about these cases, those cold cases. You mean those cases just went cold and dead and nobody cares? Matt, it is very, very troubling. And we see what has happened in Guyana and what happened in Dominica. It just went under the carpet. That does not mean that it is not going to happen again, because some culprit is out there and they think that they have gotten away. But it's time we open our eyes. It's time we stand up for the less fortunate, those without voices among us. It's time we speak out, Matt, because who will advocate for these children, the motherless and the fatherless and those without a voice? We have an obligation to advocate for these people, to say something, to stand up for them when they have been wronged. Too many of us are too silent, and too many of us are afraid to say the stated facts, because why? They feel that they will be alienated. They feel that they will be criticized, or people may not like them. But Matt, the only voice that matters is the voice that has gone in silence. It was just gone away, and nobody seemed to care. Nobody seemed to remember. Not even the police in Dominica that behave like they have an obligation to bring some closure to the Dominican community and the family. Thank you, Matt.
More questions and answers. Did we do enough for Kenisha? Huh? Somebody's asking me a question. Is Kian still at the mark? No, he's not. From what I gather from information investigated, the body was taken from the Lingenhurst funeral home and buried privately. Hearing that for the first time? Yes, Kian Ball is no longer at the mall. There are more and the more I find out, the less I know. Yeah, the more the less I know. I'm still asking the question, who is the culprit? Who is the culprit? More questions and answers. You know, we never chose to investigate further. So brought in Scotland Yard, FBI. We let Kenisha down, huh? But is asking the question, why did the pastor in the Kenesha case move to another country? I don't have that information. Oh boy, 449 again, more questions and answers there. Question remains, did we do enough for Kenesha?
How do we live? What should we take? And how should we live?
Maslin is actually mentioning that there, but what we must understand, in the way things looking like kidnapping is not really a crime in Dominica again. Because when you're watching the situation with Choxy and the kidnapping, look at who that involved. When you're watching Danny Lugay and the kidnapping, look at who that involved. When you're watching that guy, the white guy, Jason Grog, was kidnapped and shipped out of the country. By whom? By the police. All these kidnappings are by the police. So kidnapping don't seem to be a crime anymore. Or kidnapping maybe might be a crime according to who does it. But in my eyes, what I've seen in my little country, kidnapping is no longer a crime because it is done by the people that we supposed to be calling law enforcement officers, but they are criminal enforcement officers as far as I can see. And a lot of them are working right at the top for the head honcho, the demon. So really and truly, what we're going to get is what we're getting is what we will get because of what we allowing. Have a good day. Bro, it's a sad situation in this Dominica of ours. How we always take something from the outside and we talk about it, but what's happening on the inside, we make it go on like it's not even happening.
Somebody says, man, I remember Tiani was adamant to get to the bottom of this case. Why has he gone quiet? That's a question for Tiani, huh? Whatever happened? Whatever happened?
The more I find this I know, yeah, the more
Less I know.
time again. Why is there so little love among men? From what is right? How do we live?
Matter what people are too emotional and letting sometimes our actions make the situation worse. But if there was a crime in the hotel where valuable evidence may have been, is now burnt and evidence probably destroyed, it may be hard to find the truth at this time in Guyana. But with the Kenesha case, the police allowed the one person who is suspected may have taken the kid. The most important task was to get Kenesha. Instead, it was assumed that the gentleman took the child and was killed. To date, Kenesha is a lost soul. We must proceed with wisdom as a society. Already 2:35 in the afternoon. Let's take a phone call. Yes?
Man,
Yes,
let's dive
Highness.
Mato, my heart hurting me.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you that, Matt. What happened in Guyana there?
Mhm.
That hurts. But Matt, in Dominica, 3 fellas were fighting. They give my son 8 stabs. When we go to court, they say we lose. The mother laugh me, who come up my house in that and she laughed. People who watch that match. And nothing don't have a problem, Dominica. They're not going through to go back as well. If it was free, one win, the other one lose. Go back and look. Not if one of them not kill my son. My money was paid. They pay people to watch them. Oh God, but I see down that country. Let me leave that country, eh? Matt, you know I don't get good in that country. For the work I do, Matt, everything is a problem. Matt, but I will have to leave that country. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, 44930 again. More questions. That's my theme song for the afternoon. Somebody saying, bro, you see, Brother Kian, the very Kian, and my boy Tiani said, Moo. Is that true, Tiani? I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. What really happened? I found out through my investigation that the body was taken from the morgue and buried privately.
The more I find out, yeah, the more less I know. I've asked time again. Why is there so little love among men? But what is life? How do we live? What should we take? Should we give? Or there are more questions than answers. Pictures in my
Yes. Dominica. I cried for you, Dominica, and I shared it here.
That is very, very, very noisy, my brother. Try to go in a quiet place, okay? And send it back, okay? Very noisy, a loud hum there. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Yeah, blessings, King. Matt, did I hear you correct yourself or corrected yourself after you said the hotel? You talk about the residents of the owners of the hotel.
Well, I think the owners of the hotel, yes. I mean, that was their residence, yes.
Their residence was burnt, but not the hotel.
Well, that they live in the area, so that's the hotel.
Oh, okay. So the hotel is the place of residence.
That's exactly what it is, yes.
Matt, we can claim irrational and impulsive and why, lack of discretion. Matt, that's the next thing about us. We want to calculate our every action, and by the time we conclude, our blood gets cold. Sometimes it is better to be rational and impulsive where injustice is concerned. Matt, can you please try to get Dion Durant, Matt? And after, pertaining to the report that came out, Matt, giving Dominica high marks, where our CBI, our passport sales are concerned, Matt. Can she verify? Can she explain or approve or whatever the case may be? Because, Matt, the sequence of events where coincidentally, Matt, is not you that reported to us, no, this guy is in Antigua talking about CBI investment and all of that, no, Matt?
Yep.
All of a sudden, Matt, coincidentally or sarcastically, I may be, a report is coming out pertaining to do with how well we did or is doing selling our passports. And Matt, for years, this guy never admitted publicly they are selling passports. You know that, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
They never admitted it. Because not they're selling is they get all kind of jargon to explain what they're doing with our passports more than we know better that it's selling was selling. So it is very sad, Matt, to see all of a sudden that report is coming out right on the heels of what is happening in Antigua, and there is nobody to talk as far as they can come out and say, oh, it's AI generated, Clarence Christian made a mistake and all of that. Can somebody come and endorse the report pertaining to our passport sales and how well we are doing? And Matt, what is happening in Dominica? Somebody talk about when things happen overseas and we get all emotional and not deal with things. Matt, 295 cannot be accused for that, no, Matt? Matt, Guyana is just over there within the region. And what happened to the little child, Matt? It's a young child, 11-year-old. And Matt, somebody may have seen something, and the guy said that. If she was picked up by a car and dropped somewhere or brought to the hotel, maybe there might be some eyewitnesses, some CCTV or something, because everywhere there are cameras right now. So I can't blame the people or call them for burning whatever they burn, Matt. I think that is healthy. When it comes to justice, Matt, and trust me, Matt, tell Blackmore do something about Maho Road. Matt, every time I pass in Maho block, Matt. All right.
All right, Blessings. I did more than that. I send you the report, so you go analyze it yourself, okay? 449-3095, the report from the Secretariat, the financial and economic crime, okay? An outlook on that. So I'll send it to you and just do some analysis yourself and come up with your answers, huh? All right, Dominica, more questions and answers in the afternoon. It makes sense out of nonsense.
Pictures in my mind show there are more questions than answers. And the more I find out, the less I know. Yeah, the more I find out, the less I know. I've asked the question time and time again. Why is there so little love among men? But what is life? How do we live? What should we take? And how should we give? Oh, there are more questions than answers. Pictures in my mind will not show. There are more questions than answers. And the more I find out, the less I know. Yeah, the more I find out, the less I know.
It's 2:44 in the afternoon. Hello, Thompson, yes?
Hi, good afternoon, Brother Matt. How are you?
How are you doing? How are you doing, my brother? How are you?
Yeah, that is Arundel. Arundel is from
Lac Wait.
Absolutely. You know, Matt, I was extending sympathies to the family of the young lady in Guyana who found herself in that fatal situation. Would you say that the people of Guyana are being in a riotous manner? Are they rioting? They burn down place?
No.
They mashing up place? Would you say that was a riot, Matt? Are they rioting?
It was not. Somebody just pointed out to me, and they saw no people, no tear gas in that area, no tear gas. Somebody said.
Were they rioting?
No.
Would you describe that as a riot?
No, I wouldn't describe it as
a riot. Do you think there's a certain minister that might very well describe that as a riot? So Matt, I want to make the nexus to link.
Yes.
Because I listen to you're an intense guy. And people say what they want, but you get people to talk. And you had a conversation with a certain person, the minister, supposed to be the minister for
security,
something, national security or something. I think he was appointed. And I want to point attention to some aberrations in his utterances. I want to address some things that he said that were aberrations in my view. And he said that there was no riotous behavior, no riot in 1979. I want to attach those things to what was happening in Guyana. I was there in 1979. I was a young teacher at PSS Portsmouth, and I came to Roosevelt Labour Party, whatever it was. And it wasn't only a strike, as the minister stated on your program. He said all that happened in 1979 was a strike. because he wanted to justify his regime having the same person who led the so-called strike as president of the country of Dominica, of the state of Dominica. I want to shoehorn his rusty memory for a moment, if you'll allow me, because I was there, and that kind of hideous wickedness that he made about a strike is not true at all. Trying to justify them putting the guy Angelo Talstamre as president. There was the ransacking of several shops, businesses belonging to persons who were attached to the Labour Party at the time. Boys' shop, Son Joe's shop, Kuzlatik's place, France on Creole Street was ransacked. The president's building house, the house on Virgin Lane, was struck, was reached with stones and stuff like that. And as has been well ventilated, the home of a very prominent businessman on Cork Street was also stoned during that so-called strike that the minister said was a strike. And there was no riot. There was a mob that went around burning places, matching up places, and so on. And then this man comes on the radio with a stone cold face and says, oh, there was no riot, there was just a strike. But he claims that what happened on the 19th of March in Roseau was a riot. He said it happened somewhere in Roseau, and I don't know if anybody saw any mob going around from anywhere, apart from a few people that were gathered peacefully next to the Fortune Hotel. There was no burning of businesses. There was no attacking of other persons. The only persons I saw attacking people and injuring people and matching up people were the police. And the only person that was involved in a riotous behavior was the person, I can't say minister, that was talking with you. You know how he was riotous? He was riotous in his malignant, hateful, spiteful lies. Those lies that he uttered from, on your program on that particular day. He created a riot. Not only in his mind, the riot was in his mind, and he exposed it on that program here for you. No person was such as I said on the 19th of March. But in his utterances, he rioted against the people of Dominica. And for that, he has to pay a painful price. I want the minister to tell us what is happening in Guyana, whether, if that were Dominica, they would send the riot squad with tear gas and rubber bullets to attack the people. And because he made a real riot. If anybody can be accused of rioting, it was that person you had with you. And you always talk, if you notice, you get a sense that somebody wants to affirm himself with his family. Whenever the persons have a conversation, having a conversation, nobody's interested in your private matter with your wife and your children. Who cares a crap about that? But I think when you commit a lot of bad things, you have bad things, and you want to get forgiveness from your family, and whatever opportunity you have in the public, you say, I love my wife loves me, my children love me. I don't see any reason for that kind of language. He was on a program, Mr. G. He said that, and everywhere he gets an opportunity, how his family loves him, and who cares? So if you have issues with your conscience, whoever does, I don't know, I'm not saying that it does, but if it does, he should seek peace somewhere else, not on the public radio. And that he has a lot of questions to answer. Thank you for letting him talk about it. God bless you. And issues with condition and all that, my brother, Dominica is a different place, and we have to stand. Innocent, patriotic citizens should not be oppressed by a minister who creates riot when he speaks in venomous lies on the radio. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you.
Our children are grown up.
Somebody is making the point that the recent incident in Guyana is another reason why it's so important for parents to keep the children very close to them at all times in the public. You just can't take your eyes off them, even for a second, huh? Whereas the 11-year-old Kanisha Etienne disappearance remains unresolved in Dominica with case going cold, we have seen the swift response from the authorities in the case of the 11-year-old in Antigua and how another 11-year-old in Guyana with immediate results. The discovery of the 11-year-old Adriana Young's body in the pool of the Doubleday Hotel has taken a chilling turn, with authorities confirming visible marks of violence on her face and body. The grim discovery has intensified public outrage as the community draws chilling parallels to a 2012 incident at the same hotel when a young mechanic was found dead in the pool under suspicious circumstances. Through the owner's son and a hotel worker were initially charged in that case. Both were later freed. Now, more than a decade later, tragedy has struck again at the same location, and the community is demanding answers.
Let them five as children should.
The story is getting bigger and bigger.
Let
I'm hoping that we'll be able to connect to our friend there in Guyana, Dennis Chabrol, give us a bigger picture.
Don't let them go astray.
Please keep your eye on your child or children, especially the younger ones.
Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to all of your listeners. Mark, I know a lot of things happening in our country, and it's, at times I have to tell you, Mark, I'm bleeding. But what happened in Guyana is also a concern. An 11-year-old child, Mark. Most of us have children who have lost their 11-year-old girl, 11-year-old son. And Mark is a pain. But I hear people talking about the protesters may or allegedly set the fire. But Mark, because there are more questions than answers, can it be, I'm asking, can it be somebody on the inside as well can put in the fire to destroy evidences, Mark? I'm only asking it. Remember asking questions, right?
Some more questions and answers, huh? So people, parents, keep a close eye on that child. Yes, and a similar situation unfolded in Antigua. Our own Shumin Bick reported on that a few weeks ago.
Our children be children.
They should never let the Kenisha case get cold. It must be reopened. I second the motion. Bring in the experts, bring in the investigators.
She left from this brutal world and let them five as children should. Let our children be children.
Let them play.
Let them enjoy today.
I'm going to wrap it up on that mood. Let's just take our final phone call and wrap it up for the afternoon. Hello, talk to me. Yes, quickly. Before
Yes, Matthias.
Yes.
These places will look out for their people because they have government. But Dominica has no government. Dominica on its own. Thank you.
I'm gone for the afternoon. Stick around. This is the Talk on the Block. I'm gone until tomorrow.
Technology, we don't seem to mind. That our children are all grown up way before their time. Yeah. Society doesn't draw a fair distinction between the behavior appropriate for adults and for children. Parents should develop an eye for what their child is observing. They need to control the flow of material that is influencing. Because children don't play children games anymore. It's uncensored music, TV, and the streets they're going for. But I pray one day we revert to the good old days when children were children. And innocence prevails. Innocence prevails. So what would you do? We need to let our children be children. Let them play for the sake of play. Let them be free from complications of adulthood. Shield them from this brutal world and let them thrive as children should. Let our children be children. Let them play. Don't let them go astray. Do you agree with me? Let's try. I'm